What's good, everybody? It is your boy Underdog Flag K Clutch K 24/7, and we are here showing you guys how to stop the run in Madden 25. Now, stopping the run, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, is not gonna be consistent just because how the game is. Things that you do consistently, it's either consistent because the person isn't adjusting, or there's a lot of fluky animations or a lot of things that happens in game that keeps it from being consistent. So I'm not gonna tell you it's gonna stop the run every single time. You're gonna have to do other things to kind of like um keep it to where you want it to be, but this is a way to slow it down slash stop it a good amount to help you be better in the game. And one formation that I like to use is nickel 3-3 cub. Nickel 3-3 cub has 5 people on the D line, which, as you will see, versus a lot of run fronts has at least 5 to 7, or even being running from shotgun. A lot of them will have basically 5 linemen, a tight end, and a running back, or 2 tight ends and a running back. So either blocking 5 to 8, then having two, um, one quarterback, one running back, in let's see, maybe another wide receiver, but the different sets, right? So what I would do is come out and cover four, show two, right? And let's just talk about a stretch, right? This is a stretch going to the left. So what you can do here is, if you know it's going to the right, you shift your D line over to that side. Right? Just go ahead and shift it over to that side. And sometimes if you want to, you can go ahead and slant right even. You slant it right, and now everything is going over to that right side. Boom. You see it going all the way over there, and it's a nice little stop right there. Um, the main thing that somebody's looking for when they're running the ball is they're looking for a hole to go through. And right there, as you guys can see, this is the hole that they want to go through. Bounce outside on 72 and get right there. But because the defensive end shed it right there, because that's a tight end, he's just going to go and throw him off. That's not really somewhere that you want to go. So he would either have to cut it back inside to hit this hole right here that not a lot of people will see. They can hit that and get more yardage than where they stop right here. Now, another thing that you can do after you go ahead and do that, you can even press your defense down. Press your defense, move the corners out, you know what I'm saying? Move certain players out of the way. So when you go ahead and you trying to stop the run, it will be even better. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stand right here and show you guys what I mean by that. I went and shaded outside once again, did it out to the towards the outside, so you can see that safety was waiting right there for you. That's why sometimes I like to run cover four, because it helps out with a lot of running and passing formation. So the corner went back a little bit, but it was just enough for him to get back to, get to that play. But you can also do this, bring it down, bring your corners all the way out, because if you do get that block with the, if you do get blocked by a wide receiver or something of that nature, you could go ahead and, not cause a lot of congestion when it comes to blocking. When it comes to trying to get towards the running back, it's not going to be blocking. You put those corners on the outside, they're either going to have to go towards the outside to go and block you, or it's at least somebody else to come in free. And another thing that you can do is you can literally stand right here and just hit the hole that's going to open up. As you guys can see on other plays that we had, the hole that opened up for you to go through is right there. So let me go actually towards the user. Towards the user spot, you want to hit that hole right there. That's the hole that you got to go and hit. I didn't do it with my user just to show you guys the different alignments and things of that nature. But sometimes if you do it correctly, there should be a hole right there that you can just hit the gap with to go and hit. So right here on this play, we're going to do the same thing. And now we're going to go and hit the gap the correct way. So I'm going to just stand right here, not holding on to anything, go right there. And as you guys can see, that's where actually you need to go to. I'm going to show you guys once again where you need to go to stop the run at. Right there. You see the hole right there. The center came up, so all I had to do was literally go straight, and it will cause me to get a tackle in the back. But because of my controller, I did not get the right angle the way that I wanted it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and try it one more time. As you guys can see, it's definitely still a problem right now as I'm trying to fix it. But one thing, instead of just staying right here, sometimes you kind of want to go towards this side and shoot the gap from the back side to get back there. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it right here. And as soon as it hikes, all I'm going to do is beeline it straight down towards the hole that opens up. So boom, right there, you kind of seen that that right there kind of helps sometimes, and I'm not gonna say every time. Sometimes it's gonna help because I took the attention away from one or the other. You see how everybody's getting attacked. Sometimes all that just know that's not what you want every single time. One thing you can also do is spread it out like that. Boom, but make sure you're hitting the gap. Just make sure you're hitting the gaps. Boom. I like to keep it contained sometimes because it keeps it from going towards the outsides. And right there, you can see the safety is coming down to play that. Not every time the safety will sit here and get a good beeline like that, but that's how the safeties play in cover four. They're going down. They know the run is there. They're going to shoot the gap to get back there. So if I run a cover four, boom. I know the safeties got me. I know the corners sometimes get me. So boom, now I'm gonna actually put that out into a hardcore hard flat to kind of see if they actually will play that better. But knowing that this helps out a lot. Look at the safeties and how they come down whenever you run the run fit. Right there, boom. That's how you shoot the. That's how you shoot the gap. But that's exactly what I mean by it's not consistent because you can sit here and close the gap in every single time, and then there's an animation to keep it from going. So right there, you shoot that gap to get back into the backfield, and you sit here and either switch off in this point. So let me go ahead and show this. So look, you go ahead and you get into the gap, and then you push circle. I'm gonna show you guys that one. So, boom, y'all go ahead and bring the safeties in, and I'm using right here. As soon as you see the hole open up, you can go on over and you can switch, and it will switch you to the nearest person. Um, and that could also help you to get to the sack as well. Let me go ahead and do that one more time. Boom. You see me hit the gap, I can switch off, and now I can actually go and attack them in that way. So kind of just stay here in practice mode. Go against different coverages that you know you can be in, because sometimes this is a play action. Play action, sometimes it does get you when it comes to running the ball, because then they have a wide open pass towards the sideline or the middle of the field if you bite on it too hard. But right there, see, I hit the right gap to get towards the running back, and that's how you will stop the run right there. So let me go ahead back one more time. I know if it's going towards the left, I'm either hitting this hole that's right here, or I'm going towards the outside, hitting this hole on the right side of Carter to go and get towards the backfield. Now, this isn't the only defense that you can use to go and stop the run, but that's just one thing that you know that you can do to stop the run. Another thing that you can do is one that's really good at the run for some stupid reason is $3.2. I don't know why, but $3.2 is actually very good with the run this year. Just pinch your D line in, bring your bring your safeties down, and just once again hit the gap. So boom, you hit that gap. You can see you're not getting that much of you're not getting that much room to work with. You know you got something to work with. So boom, I could either use my mans to stay right here, wait until I see the gap, switch off, and now I can go towards the next person to see if I can go ahead and make a tackle. But there is a way for you to stop these tackles from like bouncing off and things of that nature, and I will show you guys that in a minute. But yeah, you can once again QB contain, and boom, hit that gap, and make sure that you push that square to go ahead and throw that tackle in there. So that's one way to do it towards the outside. When it's in the inside, it's kind of the same thing. But that's one thing that you guys need to practice. You need to practice hitting the right gaps to get through, to get towards the running back, and also practicing good techniques to not hit the certain hole too prematurely, so they will understand oh, he's going in through that way, I'm gonna go in towards another way. Always got to know certain things to do to get towards the running back. Now, there is another ability. I mean, not ability. Yeah, there is another ability. I will show you guys the abilities now that actually help you out when it comes to there it is right there. I don't know why it's in Creation Center, but there is an ability that helps you stop the run. So I think it was in Falcons. I'm pretty sure it was in Falcons that Judon had. No, it was not. Let me see. Did Nick Boza have it? No, he has edge threat. Let me see. Dexter Lawrence has it. It has inside stuff. So if you want to run straight up the gap, inside stuff is a very, very good ability to have to kind of stop those inside runs. Now, for I didn't mean to back out right there, but another ability to help out towards like those stretches and things of that nature. Let me see if it's on any of these guys out here. As a matter of fact, yes, right here. So TJ Watt, no outsiders. So those stretch plays, those little pass rushes is going to happen a lot when TJ Watt's there on the field. So I'm gonna go to show you guys TJ Watt. Another thing that you guys need to know as far as abilities, the secure tackler that's on Micah Parsons. If you shoot that gap and you see how those broken tackles was with those running backs, you will not get those tackles broken if you have secure tackler. So that's something that you should have on in CFM. If you're using the team in regs and they have secure tackler, it's a great one to have. But you see it's on the linebackers, on the DN, it's on the middle linebacker, D tackle. If you could fill your team up with secure tacklers, that'd be cool. Even safeties, corners have it too. Um, but let me go ahead and show you guys no outsiders on how to stop stretch with TJ Watt, which is basically the same thing as we have it before. And let's go back to the Panthers. There we go. And then let's go over to the Steelers. And I'm actually going to keep their defensive playbook because there is other formations that you can use to stop the run and things of that nature. But let's go ahead to, I guess we could do that. Yeah, let's go to a nickel 2-4. And what side is he on? He's on the left, the right side. So we're going to go to, let's go to I guess, cover 4. And then the run concept, we're just going to run outside zone. I keep forgetting it's an outside zone. Go ahead and look at TJ Watt here on his right side. Let me go ahead and show you his abilities over there. It's no outsiders, edge threat, and strip specialist. And over here on this side, deflator and edge threat really doesn't even matter with him. Cameron Hayward has inside stuff, so we can actually show you guys a 2-1. I'm going to actually pinch the D-line in, and you kind of want to stay right here. I QB contain. You don't have to QB contain. But look at, so he gets double teamed right there. But you guys can see right there with my user, I kind of get there to where I needs to be. Now, if you know it's going towards the right, go ahead and put that man all the way over there to the right. Kind of helps you out with shooting the gap as well to boom, shoot the gap just like that. But with TJ Watt, I want to see if it did it on that play with TJ. No, because he's getting doubled. That's one way to stop no outsider is to double the no outsiders on the outside for it to come in. So if somebody does have no outsiders and you want to run to the outside, that is one way to do it. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to stand right here with my user to kind of occupy 50 so he doesn't get double teamed. And he still kind of gets double teamed. So I might have to go to a let me see, what else could I do? I might can do it at a double mug. Yeah, I think I can do it at a double mug. Let me just do mid blitz 0, one of the big best game defenses in the game. Pistol off white trips going on over to that right side. And let's go ahead and just show you how it works with the guy on the right side. Boom, he gets to the outside. Oh my gosh, that actually came in. But his swim moves and things of that nature will actually trigger faster because of no outsider. So if it's going towards the outside, you see how he just throws him off right there. That's going to happen every single time one-on-one with TJ Watt. Well, not just with TJ Watt, but with anybody with no outsiders. No outsiders is happening every single time. He gets into an animation, boom, I'm throwing him off because that's where no outsiders is going to go. If you know he's going towards the outside, towards his left side, he's going to throw the guy over to that side to where he can't run over there to that side anymore. And now he has to really deal with him one-on-one. So that's, like I said, that's going to happen every single time. Boom, we're going to do this again. See what he does right there? He throws him outside and he gets to him once again. So now those stretches are actually not going to happen. Now, let's show you guys what's happening with inside stuff. Inside stuff is the same thing. So now inside zone, um, let's do let's do halfback splash because it's going right there to that side. Actually, let me go ahead and move him over to this side. And what would happen with Cameron Hayward is that he's instantly going to get a run run rush. It's not a pass rush, it's a run rush. But he's instantly going to have a move made after he runs the ball. So as you see right there, he instantly barrels him over with that animation to get towards the running back. Like he immediately wins his rush. So boom, he already knows. Boom, I'm getting past you and I'm getting towards to him. Like the abilities is definitely needed to the point that if you didn't have these, it will be a long day. So once again, he goes through, he instantly barrels through him again. And yes, this is not guaranteed every time to sit here and get him towards the backfield because sometimes there is some animations that they go through that possibly will not get them to get in there. So let's just say if I go to a 2-4 once again, and then we go to an inside zone right here. If I'm pushing him all the way over to the left, and you see he's going in right towards him, look at the animation that he gets. Oh, excuse me. Let me go through that. That's gonna happen sometimes too. It's supposed to be inside stuff. It's not supposed to be, oh, I'm trying to get to the inside and then I'm gonna get stuck. Sometimes he's not gonna get stuck. And if you double team inside stuff, the inside stuff will light up, but it won't do what is supposed to happen. So boom, now I'm gonna sit here and hover over the center to try and get his attention. Boom, right there. He wins his rush and then gets towards the quarterback. Inside stuff and no outsider combination like Hayward and Watt is, that's the kind of combination that you will need when it comes to running the ball. You get a D line full of abilities, you do not get to run the ball. That's just with abilities. Now, let me show you guys kind of a power back that's kind of very, very good in the game that a lot of people is kind of hard to stop him. And that would be the Ravens' own Derrick Henry. So now, if I go to somebody that has a secure tackler, is going to help him to stop people like a Derrick Henry, to stop people like a Nick Chubb, and things of that nature. So let me see if he actually does have those abilities on him. I'm gonna just go to a cover 9 show 2 concept. Let's go to an outside zone and just go to halfback stretch. Let me see. Does he have that ability on him? No, he does not. I actually lied. He doesn't have that ability. But let's go ahead and just run the ball anyway with a Derrick Henry and show you guys how hard it is to stop Derrick Henry. Like, boom, you stack the whole box against him. You know where he's going. I'm just going to let it rock. I'm not even going to move towards him. I'm just show you how hard it is. Because even after, like, you see somebody big like that, you kind of have to do a lot of adjusting. And you kind of have to, like, put the right people in there. So boom, move them out towards the outsides. Keep it just like this. Once again, let's go ahead and try and tackle him now. Try and tackle him. That time, that was a very good stop, very good rush. And Derrick Henry is actually one of the best when it comes to having break tackles and things of that nature. So boom, trying to hit this once again. It's going to take a lot for Derrick Henry to get down. But you have somebody that's basically spamming the truck or certain things of that nature and utilizing him the way that he should. There is one thing that you can do to try to stop somebody like a Derrick Henry. So boom, I'm trying to get through. And yeah, you have to seal that outside. You see, I'm trying to hit him. He just stiff-armed me. It's very hard to bring this man down. So what we are actually going to do, I'm actually going to go over towards the Cowboys because I know Micah's at an outside linebacker. I can actually use him. I'm going to go ahead and show you why secure tackler is very, very good to have. Because it keeps people like Derrick Henry, it keeps people like Nick Chubb, it keeps people like Saquon at bay. So here's 3-3 over. I'm going to go ahead and take Micah out of this spot and basically put him up here to a cover 4 quarters. And now we are going to go again to that outside zone where he is and show you how Micah can stop him with that secure tackler. Boom, I'm getting out there, I'm getting out there. And as you can see, yes, I bounced off of him, but that was more wrapped up than it would be. Higher success rates on conservative tackles. So if you go and hit stick somebody, then he's definitely going to win that pass rush. But if I go ahead and just dive or run into him, boom, I light up and he's stuck right there in the backfield. There's no bouncing off. It's a secure tackler, which means he's fundamentally sound to tackle somebody when he needs to. Boom, he gets towards the outside. You see, that was actually very good because yes, he's running into his offensive line. He's not really getting that opportunity to be like full speed ahead to sit here and tackle somebody. That's really good. But now, like I said, you have a Micah right here. You tackle him, he literally wraps him up and keeps him right there. Secure tackler keeps him right there. It's no way that he's going to get past him as long as you just run into him. He's just going to tackle him and keep him right there. So that's a great combination of submitting that tackle and hitting the right gap to get into the backfield to stop them. Now, like I said, play action. Like they could stop the play action right here, and then they possibly have a tight end right back there to kind of, beat that out. So don't over commit to the run. But if you know they're running the ball, go ahead and shoot that gap. Just shoot the gap. You know they're a running person, wait for the run to go, and boom, shoot the gap. It's very, very, very simple. It's make a play or don't. And sometimes with this computer, sometimes they do not make a play. Like, let's go ahead and use Luafile, right? And I'm going to do the same thing as I did with Micah. If I go ahead and shoot the gap and do that, yeah, it was kind of weird because I made a little tackle. Like, I may have had a little tackle animation. But is that going to happen every single time with Derrick Henry that has tank and all this other stuff on? No, you kind of would need somebody like a Mike Parsons or anybody on your defense with secure tackler to get back there. That's definitely a way to stop the run. Boom, right there, another secure tackler. DeMarcus Lawrence doesn't have it, but because Micah tackled him, it came too. But another thing that the Ravens do a lot that you got to learn how to stop as well, if we go back into the 3-3 Cup, is that they do a lot of QB draws. You know what I'm saying? They do a lot of QB runs. So it's not just It's not just what's his name? It's not just Derrick Henry. It's Lamar too. You got people that is fast that you got to learn how to stop as well. So one thing that I learned that you have to do is do not commit when they are running a ball. And what I mean by that is exactly what I did on this play. You see Lamar is running a ball, right? Do not instantly go in towards that hole that you see right here every single time. If you know that that's the only way that they can go, okay, go into that hole. But if you make a move right here and then he bounces that out right here, there's more than one hole. You see another hole that started generating because he gets off the block. Now is a hole right there. You do not commit to the first thing that you see. You kind of stay back a little bit to kind of, let Lamar do what he wants to do, right? So now I'm here with it. Now I'm stacking the box. There we go. Now I'm stacking the box. I'm waiting for Lamar to make his first move. Boom. I stay right here. You see that he kind of hesitates to get to where he needs to be. The one spot that you definitely need to go to if you're running the ball here with Lamar is right there to the outside. Running back, the blocker is holding him long enough to get towards that outside, and you got another blocker over there. You can easily get over there. But here with that safety is supposed to be right there to get towards the outsides too. So if he goes immediately to the outside, the safety's supposed to get there. But because you didn't commit a lot to it, you could get out there to that hole just in case the safety doesn't get there. So it's really, you held that patience and you hit the right hole that needs to be there. So once again, you're going to hold, we're going to wait, get towards that side. And there's a lot of bumping that's going to happen too. So even if you go in pursuit, like I just did there, there's going to be some bumps and stuff happening to, oh, now I can cut this way. Now he just made an easier hole for me. So it definitely is a lot when it comes to stopping the run, especially when it's unpredictable. When you see this 5 wide right here, you're instantly thinking pass. Especially if you have somebody that has showed you a whole bunch of pass. If he just comes out with a run pass on the first play, you'd be like, oh no, now I'm getting stopped. Right there is a great way to stop the run. You stop, you see where the hole is, go towards it and dive. But it's definitely hard to stop the run. But there's definitely a lot of formations you can do to stop the run. It's 3-3 cub. Here nickel wide. You got nickel 3-3 over, nickel over. You got 4-4 split even. You got 4-3. 4-3 over wide, 4-3 over. You got 3-4 odd. You got dime rush, dime normal. You got dollar. There's a lot of formations you can use to stop the run. So be here in practice mode. Practice getting into those gaps that you need. Use teams that has great abilities to kind of stop the run. And it's literally just reps. You got to get reps against a lot of running. So boom, once again, now you're in a whole new formation. You can bring the safeties down to kind of help you out in the run game. Move him out if you really need to. And once again, hit the gap. Stay right here. If you know it's going right, hit the gap. And do it in a way where you're not overcommitting, but you do it well enough that you can stop them. Boom. Now we luckily get a stop with a dive tackle with Henry. Like, if you know you don't have abilities and you know you don't have certain things to kind of like, stop them. Oh, wow. This was a terrible switch. Yeah, that's a terrible switch. But you see what I mean? If you really want to stop the run, you will give reps towards stopping the run here in practice mode and playing against other people that knows how to run the ball. And you will just keep doing it. Boom. I'm going towards the outsides. I'm stopping them. Boom. I'm going to try and make a tackle. Gang tackles really help out a lot too, even though it might give out a few more extra yards, things of that nature. It is the best thing to kind of help you get better at stopping a run. Just stay here. Just put your defense in the right formation. Boom. Get towards that outsides. Boom. Make that tackle. Sometimes you need to dive. Sometimes you need to do some other stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you need help with different formations to stop doing the run, like, you can just do this. No matter what formation you in, go ahead and start the run just like that. Boom. Easy. Just hit that gap, get back there, and you're stopping the run, no matter who it is. But make sure, if you know somebody has tank, do not go hit sticking willy-nilly. Because there's a lot of people here in Madden that loves to just hit stick, hit stick, hit stick, hit stick, hit stick. You have tank, it definitely can help you out. But inside stuff, outside stuff, run stopper on D tackles is a very good ability too. Secure tackler. There's other formation. I mean, there's another. There's a secure tackler. There's reach elite. Reach elite is another one that you can put on your D tackles to kind of if they're trying to get past you when it comes to running the ball, that could be of help too. Like, if they're getting contained in a block and you're trying to run past them, they will reach their arm out to try and tackle you too. Not every time will that help when it comes to when it comes to tackling somebody, but it definitely does help slowing them down. So now I'm gonna go here and kind of show you guys the abilities that you can use. Once again, secure tackler works. Another one that you can do to like I said, no outsiders, inside stuff works. What's another good one? Unfakeable. Unfakeable is another one that you can use on your players and cannot be faked out when user controlled. They are rarely faked. So it's going to be rarely faked out if it's with the computer, but they can't be faked out if you're using them. So if they juke and then you go and tackle them and things of that nature, you have unfakeable on, you're not going to get that broken tackle animation. You use unfakeable. Let me see another one that you could use to kind of stop the run. Run stoppers, like I said, it don't spend a point on shed attempts, which they use a lot when it goes towards the game. So run stopper is more for like the tackles, not for you using on a linebacker. Stonewall is the other one that I was trying to think of. When you're tackling somebody, you stop them right where you tackle them at. With secure tackler, yeah, you'll tackle them, but you might get dragged behind or stop them right back a few yards. But Stonewall, they'll tackle you right where they are. So if you have Stonewall and Secure Tackler on your players to help stop the run, that will definitely help out ability wise. And another one, Lumberjack. If you have Lumberjack and this is the kind of a I wouldn't say an advanced trick, but this is definitely more of something that you probably want to think of. But Lumberjack actually counters Tank. So Tank is a hit stick, which is up on the stick or left and right. Um, Hit sticks with Tank, it will bounce them off like you seen Derrick Henry was running. If you use Lumberjack, not only could you chop them down at the legs, which kind of negates them running the ball, this will definitely help you out when it comes to trying to tackle somebody that's really good at, running the ball. Um, I don't think there's anybody in game that has Lumberjack, but it definitely helps out to have Lumberjack on your user sometimes, because if you know they have Tank and they have a really good running back, you go and chop them low with their what you call it. You have Secure Tackler and Lumberjack, you get the nice tackle, and sometimes when you chop at the legs, sometimes you might even get a fumble from chopping them underneath with the legs. So if this helps, definitely let me know. Comment down below some other stuff you guys need trouble stopping or need help passing, need help running, things of that nature. Subscribe if you guys are new. Happy New Year to you guys, and hopefully everything is well with y'all as we continue to bring more content here to you on the channel. Otherwise, it's been your boy Underdog Fly. Peace out.